Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you here today. If you will, like, share, comment on the post, and then if you are able, you can join me in the book of Philippians, chapter 4. We're going to be looking at verses 2 and 3. Paul writes there, even though he loves the church at Philippi, it's a great church, but he doesn't hesitate to call out a little bit of an issue. He says, I entreat Euodia and I entreat Syntyche to agree in the Lord. Yes, I ask you also, true companion, to help these women who have labored side by side with me in the gospel together with Clement and the rest of my fellow workers whose names are in the book of life. There is a disagreement brewing in the church at Philippi, and it seems that it goes back to two women, Euodia and Syntyche, and we don't really know who they are. We don't really know what the problem is, but we do know that these two women are having a disagreement. They are arguing about something, and it is spreading into the church. It is causing problems throughout the whole church. No longer just an issue between these two ladies. You can imagine what's taking place. Euodia is building up her camp, and Cynthia's building her camp, and so they're dividing the church behind into two camps, into two teams. And Paul says here, first of all, he calls on the two ladies. He says for them to get it together. I'm calling on you. I'm begging you to solve this issue. And then he says, and if they can't solve it, I'm calling on everyone else. Get involved. Help them. Let's work this out. There's no time for this divisiveness. There's no time for this arguing. There's a mission. You've gotten your eye off of the prize. You've taken your eye off of the purpose of the church. Some of you need to step up and be real friends to these ladies and be real servants of God and take care of this issue that is brewing inside of the church, and it needs to be dealt with. And we can look and see that I think an example here that anytime we see these kind of things going on inside of the church, we can boil it down, and you know, we may say it was this or this or this, but the truth is, means we have taken our eyes off of our purpose. We have taken our eyes off of the real reason that we are here, the real reason for the church being here, and that is to carry the gospel of Jesus Christ to a lost and dying world. People get consumed. They get to arguing over who's going to have what job, who's going to fill what position, who's going to do this, who's going to do that, all kinds of things. When the fact of the matter is, what really is important is the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so he says, you help these ladies. He says, in the past they labored beside me in the gospel. That's what matters, is laboring in the gospel, that we are working together. Again, there's these folks who are again, he calls on them and he reminds them here, you are co-laborers. We're all in this for the same reason. We all have, you may be disagreeing on something, but we have the same purpose. We have the same reason for being. God has a call on our life. And let's just take this little passage and use it as a warning this morning, and use it as caution that we don't allow ourselves to get sidetracked and caught up in our own pride, our own desires and wants and wishes, and let little petty disagreements sidetrack us from laboring side by side in the gospel. No one's ever come to know Jesus Christ as their Savior because you won an argument. People come to know Jesus Christ when we labor together in the gospel. Keep that in mind today. Have a great one. We'll see you here tomorrow morning.